Maximum of 13 degrees Celsius today. Boom, I'm here. Hello, 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 hello. So, the thumbnail says it all. I'm out. I'm full cunting. I'm full cunting. 13 degrees today. It was 20 yesterday in a clear blue sky. Couldn't make it up. Some parts of Germany, some parts of Deutschland have snow. Right? Shout out to anybody who's over in the east over there. Anybody up north's got a bit of snow going. Keep it from down here in Essen, in the Middle Lands. I don't know what they got down in Bavaria, Munich and all that. I don't know if they got snow, rain, it's all going on. What's it you say they've got a say in the Germans? April, Max was es willst. Something like that, April, Max was es willst. Basically, April does what the hell it likes, guys. Right? So anyway, I'm out. Like I say, thumbnail will explain it. Look at that up out there behind me. So I'm out. I'm up with some forks. I'm up with some Catapult forks. I'll be out tomorrow having a shoot. Christoph's coming out, guys. Christoph's coming out for a shoot and a barbie tomorrow. Weather's meant to be better again. But we're going to head around the back here of the... They've been out here on the deer, mate. Been out here on the deer and the pig. We're going to head round in here. The old apple trees are all chopped and sorted out since last time I come over in there. Plenty of firewood. Somebody's got there off all their old apple trees. But yeah, I'm out looking for some funks. I've banded up a catty. Some of you guys would have seen if you're on my Instagram. Shout out Des Catties, or you always straight away talk catties, talk Des. How you doing, bruv? And yeah, I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna slip round the back here. Tomorrow's gonna be, I'm gonna bring the catch box out, and I'm gonna get Chris shooting. He's had a little shoot and that with me before when we was out camping over by the lakes. But I'm sorting him out a Catapult tomorrow. I'm going to band it up. I'm going to, well, cut and measure the bands out today. Later on when I go home. And then, so I'm looking at this, the way things rot and break those, eh? Look at the hole through that. Gone. Gone. But make up some band sets tomorrow. And I had a test of one of my naturals, one of my natural catapults, natural fork, you know. If you don't understand, that means it's just a wire stick, a branch, whatever, cut off of a tree. That's a natural. That's what we call a natural catty. Now, I'm going to have a little mooch round in here, having a look-see. I've got the Barco Laplander saw with me in my chest rig. I know it should be up there, but I like it down there. It's just decent. I don't want it, you know, right up on the chest. I like it a little bit so it sits on mid-range, just above my belly. But yeah, I'm going to get in here. I'm going to have a look-see. Everything's just start. Look, we're well behind in the UK, guys, when it comes to this all coming back. Spring's always later here. Spring is always later here. But yeah, I'm going to have a look. Obviously, I state that. I don't need none of that. I wanted something easy and clean. I don't want to do loads of work on it. I'm after doing a Des Catty job. Just grab a natural, pluck it out the air. If it's nice, band it up. If it ain't, I don't pluck it out the air. I'm going to leave it where it is, because I'm not getting all file and rasping and all of that malarkey. I just want some old school forks. Set would be nice. Just a set would be absolutely banging. But yeah, there's the bank. That's the Remisa down there, the shooting range. So I'm just up round the back here. See, look, this stuff, I forgot about this. When this stuff's rotting, the elder, this is where I should be looking for my Jews ears. I know, I'm late in the year for them now. Well late. I think they're February time if I remember. But out here still, February, it could even be into March, because, like I say, it ain't as warm and as what it is in the UK, you know. Our climate's a little bit behind when it comes to that. A time might be an hour in front, guys. A time might be an hour in front, but I can tell you straight up, we're always a little bit later than you when it comes to stuff popping. That's down in the shooting range. This was all dug out specifically. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to crack on for a bit. I'm going to crack on and have a look-see for myself. Tractor coming behind me over there on that road. I'm going to crack on for a bit, see if I can find myself a fork. Like I say, I've got a catty on me that I only just banded up yesterday. I've got 8-9 bearings on me, 10mm still as always. And yeah, I'm going to try this band set out, and I'm going to have a little chat through on some bits and bobs for you guys. So for you that are interested in making your own one, something basic, it'll give you an heads up, it'll give you a bit of, you know, I'm not being funny, I don't hear people talking about band slaps. When they're doing all these Catapult videos, all these shooters, I don't hear them talking about band slaps, how to try and prevent it or anything. So I'm going to give you a little rundown today. That's what I'm going to do while I'm out here. Then tomorrow, a YouTube video will be up. Tomorrow evening probably, or come Sunday, and we'll be over here on the range shooting, so I'll bring you back in a bit. Boom, so here I am. I've had a few shots. I went round, found myself a fork. Wasn't no particular special tree, so I had it anyway. As you can see, I've cracked it, but that don't matter, because with this, it'll have low fork tips. By the time I sort this out here, this will have low fork tips. The handle will be smaller as well, so it'll fit like so. And this will come up probably to about here. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, band slaps. What can I say about band slaps? Your bands are too long, straight away. My active band length, right, that's from here at the front of the fork, right, to here, 6.5 inches. So when I draw back, it comes to exactly there on my cheek. That's at full power. I can go a little bit more. I don't shoot butterfly, full body length, hand to hand length. I don't shoot like this. Some do, some are bloody good at it. But on band slaps, you've got two reasons, right? One's your bands are too long, so when they're coming over, there's nothing in there. When they're coming over, they're coming so far, they're slapping you down here on your hands. Trust me, that does sting. So, we're on band slaps. Now, when it comes to your band slap, it can be because your bands are cold. And it can be because of the length of your bands. So, like I say, you have to adjust your band set. I would start fork tip end, right? I would start here. I'd undo these. I'd take a bit off of here. Then put them on again. The other reason you can get a band slap is simply because the bands are cold. Now what I usually do, especially like winter, you're going to get band slaps. So what I usually do, and most of us do, is we'd carry them, not just in a pocket, carry them up warm somewhere for a while before you use them. Get them under, you know, like where your normal body heat would be. Keep them close to you, keep them in your pockets. But some of us, you've got like a shell jacket or whatever, the band's only going to get as warm as the shell, right? So I would say, warm them up. What I usually do is I'll hold the cat in and I draw them up a few times, get some energy in the bands, yeah? So back to cutting bands. If you want to do your own band set and you want them custom right tailored to your shot, your draw length, right? The best way to do this is take a measurement, I'd say from here on your thumb, just past your thumb here, right? I'd go here and I'd measure to here, right? My shoulder, or just a bit more. So that's the leaves are blowing off the top of the roof here. I'm over the range, as you can see. So yeah, I'll draw like so, because then that'll give me that little bit extra, right? You're holding forks, best way, thumb grip here, like thumb to the side a bit, index finger comes round like so. That will stop too much of this. When you hold them hammer grip, you'll find, especially if you've got high fork tips, that will bend. That will bend, your wrist will bend because of the power you're pulling it back. So, you're measuring from here to here, right? Once you've got that measurement, divide it by 5, right? Divide it by 5. Now what that does is, gives you your active band length. Now when you've got that divided by 5, that's your measurement that you will cut your band at, your flat band. You know, so that's how you want to go. Basic, look, I'm on standard wrap and tuck. You can see it on there. Just tucked round, that's all that is. It's round a few times. I'll go round once, then the loose band here I flip up. Makes it tidy, look. Makes it tidy. I ain't got nothing hanging off of here. Right, no bits flapping around. Same as the back ends. You trim them out. That's a wrap and tuck as well. That's all I'm on, guys. I'm on wrap and tuck. And it shows that wrap and tuck there wasn't too secure for me, because that's just happened, and that's why I'm nosy around. Trouble is, I've got all the winter leaves still on the floor. But yeah, that's how you deal with it, guys, right? You just, bear with me, I'm having a nosy. Could be all twisted up, it could have completely snapped, but it don't matter. It's not like I ain't got a stack load more at home. But if I've got it here, I've got a few more bearings I can shoot, you know, when I get off this video in a minute. But I are anyway on here. So yeah, that's the easiest ways, guys, right? Winter, autumn shooting, your temperatures are dropping, warm your bands up, give them a few flexes through, 4 or 5 times, fast, tug, tug, tug. Just give them a go. It gets the energy in the band, right? And anyway, anyone wants to know where I got that from, I made it myself. That's a 17, I think, 17 mil core in there. That is multiplex, not that beach, beach plywood. That's multiplex. And then on the outside, that's just straight natural walnut I've put on there. Yeah, look, it is really, really thick, guys. This is really thick. I don't need a palm swell and all that customed up like that. I've got a thick catapult. I've got a good grip on that. That ain't going nowhere, that's sticking there. And then all I've done with it is, I'll give it a couple of, get some kitchen roll, veg oil, and I veg oiled it. Let it dry, then redone it, let it dry. Then after a little while, a beeswaxed over the top of it. And that was it. So now all I've done this time around, because I haven't used it for a good few years, I just got it back out. I've gone back over it with some veg oil. It's wood. Veg oil's good enough. It'll soak right in there. And as you see, you can't see very well here, but the grain popped lovely, right? The style, it's very old style shape. I got the style off of Gamekeeper John back when he used to do only catapults. Now he's doing loads of sea fishing videos and fishing videos now. Big shout out John, all your mate. And yeah, I got the what were they called? He used to do packs of blanks. You used to be able to buy 4 blanks off of him. And they were just the normal board cut catties. Nothing done to them. You had to do your own band grooves in them and so on. So I took the original one, got it all out and doing. I made a template of it because I like this style myself. I like this style. So I've got templates, I think, of another 2 or maybe 4 of them. I think I've got all 4 as templates as well. I drew them out, traced random whatever on card, so I can always do ball cuts. But I like me natties. So anyway, we get over to natties, right? There's some things you can do, like one that you'll see me sometimes shoot that I got off of a guy called Tony Standish. Shout out to Craig 7 over there on the Catapult Lounge. I don't know if he's still on there. I presume he is. He's been admin on there for a good few years now. We won't say who got him into catapults. I love you, brother. And who's the other one? Steve McDowell from up in where is he? He's up Tyneside way, I think, Newcastle lad, somewhere up that side. Big shout out, Steve. I see you on my Facebook yesterday. You started bombing me with loads of pictures of your catties that you got off of Gamekeeper John way back years ago because of me, you know. And, yeah, he's good, like, you know, when I used to bring him up and John was still making catties, because he'd done a hell of a lot of good starter kits. And he didn't just shoot flat bands, he made, well, we didn't just make for flat band catapults, he made for loop tubes as well. And Steve's got a nice loop tuber, quick release slots. Basically, they've got the holes drilled through here on the fork tips. Then there's a split in the wood coming into the hole. That's so you can stretch your tube in and just slide it straight through, so you can have double loop tube. And if I remember rightly, double loop tube is round about the same draw consistency as a Ferroband Gold. Yes, and everybody's got all these different bands, and it all went crazy. When I stopped, like, I come out of Catapult Lounge, there was like, makers were coming on strong. Big shout, any of the makers come through here. Who can I say, like, there was Martin Coleman, there was obviously Craig, he made a good few for himself. He started out like me, natties and stuff, and yeah, there's a good few. Any of you guys out here, right? Big hello to Mr. Brian Sims as well, the old boy from out of Cornwall, the old scrumpy lad. Big shout out to him. You'll find Brian Sims and Craig 7. They're both, I think they're both admin on the Catapult Lounge. You'll find the Catapult Lounge on the Facebook, guys, right? Seriously, there's files on there on that group, right? If you go in the files, there's so much information from all the old school. Ian Skipman, I presume he's still on there to do with the lounge. He's getting on there, bless him, having a lot of trouble with his heart like I've been through, but Yeah, he's had a heart attack the other week or so, so I hope he recovers well. Big shout out, one love, Miss Skipman. And Ian Jones, that is. You'll find them guys on there, got time. They talk you through it all. You need help, you need advice, that's the place to go. You can buy your wasps. Big shout out to I can't even think of his name there, who owns Wasp. God, he'd kick me right up the backside, he would. Big shout out to the man anyway. Yeah, there's a few good makers. There's a Coaddy. I don't know if he's still on there, Coaddy. He makes some good catapults. You'll find Romany Customs, I think it is. Azza. I don't know if he still goes through the Catapult Lounge as well, but you'll find he's got videos on YouTube, guys. He's got videos on YouTube, and Azza's still at it. So, like, there's plenty of names, you know. There's plenty of names that I know, and they're not just good makers, quality. They shoot what they make. Now, this is the thing. If you don't shoot what you make, well, that's what they used to tell me years ago. If you ain't prepared to shoot it, don't make it and sell it to somebody. You know, if you ain't going to shoot it yourself, don't bother. We used to get a lot of guys come through there, flit about, come back. Darren Godfrey, big shout, Donk. All the old names, they all know. Always one love for these guys there. Always had time for people like me. And, you know, I've shot all my life with a catapult. But, like, what I learned once I got on there, it's the place to be, guys. Even now, you know, I don't use it as much. I was in there a little while ago. I got re-added and that, but like I've been doing more of my wild camping and stuff, and so I ain't really been shooting. But everyone keeps going on, run, you're still shooting. Yeah, I've been shooting loop tubes, and I'll take my loop tube shooter out and that. But the flat bands are. The reason why I come away from flat banding was my loop tubes last longer. Band life, they last longer. So that's why I've got on the loop tubes, and I find the more durable, especially like you're out of winter, is quicker to be out. If a band set breaks, tubes break, you could just click, clack straight through the sides and you're on. But back then, you could say, oh, yeah, Ron, but you've got clips on the fork tips. Now you just go like this and they're done. Yeah, it's all fine. That was all actually coming out when I knocked it on the head of being on the Catapult Lounge. That was all coming out. There's plenty of them out there shooting them. There's plenty of catapult makers and sellers. It become a massive thing, a big buzz. United Kingdom Catapult Association, I'll always bring the whole firm up there. All of them that have shot there when I used to do all the videos, live videos from there and everything. I think one thing they used to go through was Periscope or something like that. But like, it's seriously, if you really want to know the score with making catties and shooting catapults, advice on, you know, target shooting, paper punching, so I still call it, things like that, the Catapult Lounge is a good place to go. Ian Dresler up on the Vogelsberg behind me up there. Dresler, big shout out to the Deutscher. He does love a catty. I know he's got a few now. He's been at it for quite a while as the German. I know, my brother Ian up there, he's good with a catty. And he's like, you know, I've got a few people over the years, I've got a few people into them and they've stuck to it. Obviously, Craig, who's there, admin on the Catapult Lounge. Steve, like I said earlier, McDowell. Steve's good with a catty. He runs dogs as well. He does the sort of stuff I used to do years ago before I moved to Germany. So, like, he come through when I used to have a group. I used to have a Facebook group back in the day. Mainly run through it was all poachers and stuff, and people started popping up with catapults, and you know, I shot plenty of air guns and that over the years. And yeah, I just had this group. Yeah, a few guys would go out like pike fishermen and that, lure fishing guys and whatnot. And then somebody pulled me over. I think it was John. I think it was actually Gamekeeper John. come through. He might have come through my group, or I got talking to him somewhere on Facebook. And he said he was the one that put me through to the Catapult Lounge. And there used to be a couple of others. There was obviously GK Catapults as well, his own Facebook group he used to have. And then you've got obviously the man behind Mr. Milbro, Pete. There's loads, guys. Guys, there's loads, right? It's a good thing to get into. It's a good sport, right? It is a damn good sport. It's addictive. You know, straight away I've come out for a little mooch, and as soon as I've cut a set of bands and tried them to make sure they ain't too long, right, I've got myself a fork. Just, you know, she'll probably go batty when I get in the air. She'll probably go not fucking good, you know, but like, it is what it is, isn't it? And the thing with a catapult, it's like riding a bike. Once you're in it, you can always go away from it, and, you know, people wanted me to sell this. People wanted me to take it over to the UK and get rid of it. And it ain't left me. It won't leave me. It's like the tube shooter that Craig gave me. It won't leave me. Matt Redding out here. Big shout out to the moocher, Mr. Redding. Dynamite geezer. Still got that brass one off of you, son and all, you know. But tomorrow, yeah, I'm going to be out over here. I'm going to bring the catch box over down the end there. It's on target. I've just, like I say, I've just balls that up. I didn't do the wrap and tuck so tight. I was at work yesterday and I've done this one at work. Sorry, boss, if you see this video. I took out like 2 minutes of your time. I'll buy you a coffee. But yeah, anyway, on these, right, like I was saying, with these, you could dry these out naturally. So you could paint it, right here, the tips where you've cut it, or you can wax it, candle wax it. I usually wax them, right? And then dry out through the bark, right? So then what happens is over say about 1.5 years thickness of this will dry right out. Then you can peel the bark off it. You can go to work on it, shape it, dip it out here at the front if you want, so you can get a good grip on it. Leave this at your normal thickness and just dip in here where your hand gripper go, you know. That'll give you a nice feel to your catapult. Then you can sand up the backs, smooth them down, flatten them out a bit with a Dremel. Right, with a Dremel you can flatten them out so you can get a nice finger groove pads on there or so. You can go to town on them. Like I say, get on that Catapult Lounge. You'll learn a hell of a lot. You'll learn a hell of a lot, especially like in that files. If you want to download some PDF files, if you really want to go that length, the lounge, there ain't no better catapult community out there than the lounge. And you know, it's been going for years. It's been going for years. I've been there, done that, come back, gone there again. Anything when I'm not so what's it, not too sure about. Now I just write Craig. Nah, I don't need to. I had a little chat with Craig the other day. He's going to sort me out some bits and bobs. He's going to send them over to me because old Craig's getting ill and all. We're all getting on. We're all getting ill. We're all ugly. Shit happens, guys, doesn't it? You know. But yeah. Anyway, with these, like I say, you can wax them or you can just paint it. Stops it breathing out of here and it'll stop these splitting. Right? That's what you don't want. Because if that splits, that's going to split all the way down my fork snapped. So I'll candle wax them over. Or. There's a naughty way. There's a quick way, guys. There's a quick way. Instead of keeping a raw catty like that, you can find yourself a dry bit of full cat there. I've had a nosy round. I ain't found anything that took me fancy apart from this. And because it was just on some old crap tree that's falling apart, rotting on one side, I thought before that tree completely goes, I'll have this. So I took it. Bit naughty, but life goes on. And yeah, here it comes, right? You can microwave them. Yes, guys. Yes, you can microwave forks to dry them. But don't go on there blasting it for 2-3 minutes, because you're going to wreck them, right? You give them short bursts, a minute here, let it cool down, You'll hear it hissing, you'll open the door up, you'll hear it cooling down, it'll be hissing, bubbling, psst. It'll all be coming out the cut sections, right? Then, let it cool down, give it another quick blast. Same again. You do it right up until it's not bubbling anymore, right? And when it's not bubbling anymore, you can peel this bark off it, it's so easy, right? Then leave it a couple of days to completely air itself. Then you can go straight to work on it, guys. You can get a dray mill, or you can get a round file, and you can put band grooves in with just a round file. You know, you can make yourself a catty just like this. You can add in there. Well, if I had a blade with me, I'd take this split out a bit. I'd level it across there. I'd take this off at an angle just so it ain't so edgy, right? And it won't cut your bands. And you can band it up there. If you had a set of flat bands on me, I could do that with a blade, right? There's cutting hose, it, right? You just take that up there, I can do that over, and that will give me a tool. And the reason why I thought I'd do a quick vid on catapults and that, like some of the basics, just running you over a few basics is, right, is there's a lot of survival guys out there and a lot of wild campers and stuff. And a lot of ever tinker with a catapult. You know, I'm not being funny, people my age and a bit younger than that. We grew up, there was always somebody had one round their ass, black widows and all of that, right? So I just thought I'd come here, have a little nosy for a fork, because I'm an addict, I do love a fork. I've still got some big chunky walnut ones in the house, well in the cellar. But like, yeah, just, you know, go through, guys, go through. You can pick up some basics off me, like I say, that's a quick way of drying them, or go through the natural process and wax up or put some paint over the ends, right? Seal them, seal the ends. Then it's got the moisture's got to come out through the bark and not out through the top, because as soon as it starts coming out these tops, they're going to split. So like, yeah, I just thought I'd come out, I'll give it a quick run over while I'm mooching around, having a look for some forks. That's the only one found. I'm going to have a little walk back through along the back side of the remesa here on the right hand side as I head back. I might come across another one or two, who knows, I might be lucky, I might not. But yeah, I'm over here tomorrow, I'm going to do a video tomorrow, I'm going to get Chris out here. Chris is a beginner, I'm going to get Chris over, I'm going to bring the catch box, I'm going to bring the old stove over, do us a cup of tea and whatnot, and I'm going to get him into it. I've got him a little catty I'm going to give him. I'm going to get the bands out and cut him a set of bands and show him how to wrap and tuck bands and whatnot, and yeah, give him a go. But anyway, yeah, I know I ain't been out camping. Josh, my brother over there in the US, over in California, here's a quick vid for you. Here's a little bit of knowledge for if you want to make a catty yourself over there. I presume you've got one or two about. I do like the Mossberg shotgun, by the way, you know it, Mossberg pump, nice gun. But yeah, I'm gone. I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to bring you back tomorrow. Stick around. Smooch 73. I ain't been out for a camp. If I tell you about somebody else having a bad heart, you'll be like, what? Yeah, Sabina's mum. So she's in hospital. Love her a bit. She's in hospital. She's 91, bless her. Same age as my nan. And she's in hospital. She's had a couple of like blackouts and falls like I was having, right? So Sabina's gone for a talk today with her brothers. The family's going to meet up. They're going to be sorting out. She might be having what you call it, a pacemaker fitted to help her kick back in. There's some possibilities. They've gone to talk about it today. That's why I ain't been out as well the past couple of weekends. I said I was getting out last weekend for a camp, but like, I'm about 1 minute she's in from work, next minute she's straight out the door, trying to fit in and have dinner and this, that and the other, and working around what's going on. It's been a bit of a pain in the backside. Now, yesterday, like I said earlier on, it was 20 degrees, it was banging. My bikes went in the menders, so I had to go, not menders, but service. My e-bike went in for a service. So I couldn't muck around and get out yesterday For the simple fact is, in a minute, I've got to leave here, walk back to mine, then walk right away through to the other town to go and pick my bike up. So that's another day out the window, you know what I mean? So, yeah, as soon as I get out, guys, I'm going to be out camping. I'm itching. But at the end of the day, I'm a bit in limbo. But like, I'm still getting out doing nature things and being out in nature and everything. It keeps this. It's good for your mind. And if you don't get out, try it. Try it. Take yourself out. Just go sit out in the woods somewhere. Go sit over the fields. Like El does, my mate Elliot back home with his son Daniel. Hello Daniel, if you're watching. I know you come through and nosy at my videos with your dad. And yeah, it's been a bit of a quick one. I love yous and leave yous, and I'll bring yous back tomorrow. I'm going to bring the big tripod over. I'm going to set it up down there. And you can watch me miss loads as well, guys. Anyway, I'm out. Love you and leave ya. Don't forget, Facebook. If you're on Facebook still, if you're still on Baitbook like I am, the Catapult Lounge, guys, right? The Catapult Lounge. You've probably got to do one of them silly questionnaire things or whatever. Just put in that. If you've got a little comment section at the bottom, just put in there, Ronnie sent you. Craig and Brian seems to be like, oh no, not fucking more, you know what I mean? Jesus. No. Just get on there, guys. Seriously, any information, the Catapult Lounge is the place to go. I can't hype it up enough. I think you might find me adding myself in a couple of hours. Because, like, yeah, sending a request, they're probably like, oh, fuck off, not this again. But, hey-oh, let's go and all that. Love yous, leave yous. I'm done. I'm out. I've got to go get this bike. My phone give me whatever notification just now. I've got to get out of here. I've got to go get my bike. So I'm on tomorrow. Like, subscribe, do the notifications, hit that bell, ding dong, and all that's well long. Yep, I'm out. Love you, leave you. Squeeze your taters, guys. Smooth 73. Love yous all. Share the videos. If you're into the catapults and that, share the video. Share the video because it'll help give other people the information of, if they're curious about anything to do with catapulting, the lounge is the place to be. I'm gone.